Hey everyone, I'm MC Miner and welcome to today's video. Today we're checking out something that I've honestly been dying to talk about again. It's been a little while since I covered anything related to the Fisk Superhero Mod, but when I saw that a new updated hero pack dropped, I knew it was time to get back into it. This thing is loaded with Marvel and DC characters, from absolute heavy hitters like the Sentry to speedsters like Wally West, and even some classic icons like Spider-Man, Dr. Fate, and the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. I can already tell you, some of these abilities go way beyond anything I've shown off before. We're talking flashy, cinematic city, destroying stuff that just makes Minecraft feel like a full-blown superhero simulator. Alright, with that out of the way, let's throw on the first suit and see what kind of chaos we can create. I want to start with Sentry, because honestly this dude is the main reason I opened up the pack in the first place. If you've never heard of Sentry, think of him like this terrifying mix between Homelander and Superman, with even more over-the-top powers. The second you put on that default gold and blue suit with the big S logo on the belt, you just feel unstoppable. The design in this pack is clean too. It looks shiny, polished, and exactly how you'd expect it to look if you've read the comics or seen him referenced in the Thunderbolts movie. Now, once you've got the suit on, you instantly unlock his passive powers. Flying is the obvious one, and it feels smooth, just like any flying hero in the mod. But here's the twist: if you hold sprint, you can trigger his super boost, and it's way faster than most. The particles and visuals flying past you make it feel cinematic, like you're zipping through the sky in a movie scene. And just in case you want that stylish flair for a video clip, the mod even throws in a slow motion mode that makes everything around you move at a crawl while you soar around. Already, that's fun, but we're not even close to the crazy part yet. Let's bring in the classic test subjects, my poor villagers who always get wrecked in these videos, and show what this guy can actually do. First up, heat manipulation, basically laser vision. You point, activate it, and watch those particle effects melt through whatever unlucky mob is in your way. Stack that with telekinesis, and now you're not only frying your enemies, but also tossing them around like rag dolls. Combining both feels unfair in the best possible way. Enemies don't even stand a chance. It's usually a two-tap situation and they're done. If you scroll down to the bottom of his ability list, you'll notice a second page. This is where Sentry shows off even more tricks. You've got super speed that scales up to level 6, letting you keep pace with the best speedsters in the mod. Then there's the ground smash, and it's not your average ground smash either. This one creates a crater way bigger than normal. You can tell it to emphasize how much raw power this guy has. Add on the thunderclap ability, where he claps his hands and stuns everything around him with particles flying everywhere, and you're starting to see why people call Sentry one of the strongest characters in the mod. But the real fun begins when you tap into his transformation. At the bottom of the page, you'll see the option to become the Void. If you know Sentry's story, the Void is basically his darker, scarier alter ego, and it's done so well here. The second you activate it, the suit changes, your eyes glow with this creepy energy, and everything about your character screams ominous. You can't stay as the Void forever. It's got a cooldown, so you have to balance it. But while you are in that form, the powers crank up even more. Teleportation kicks in with slick visual effects. Intangibility lets you phase through walls like a ghost. Your telekinesis now switches to black particles, matching the suit and adding to the spooky vibe. Then there's Void Induction, which straight up deletes mobs from existence. Like 1 second they're there, the next second they're gone, complete with eerie sound effects that make it feel like you're erasing them from reality. Top it all off with Void Manipulation, where you cover the entire area in a massive dome of darkness even though the sun is still shining, and you've basically got nightmare fuel. The whole screen shifts like it's nighttime, and everything feels off in a really cool way. Then when you're done, hit the key again and the darkness lifts like fog clearing. Honestly, Sentry and the Void transformation alone make this pack worth it. Switchy, let's check out a Spider-Man suit included in this update. Now Spider-Man is always a fan favorite, but the one here is extra slick. It's a nanotech version that reminds me a lot of the Iron Spider. You put it on, and the glowing lights across the arms, chest, and back just look awesome. What I love about it is that you don't need to take the suit off. You can toggle it on or off with the nanotech animation, which makes it feel futuristic and really practical. Of course, you've got Spider Sense, which works like the slow motion we saw with sentry, but the mobility in this suit is what sells it. Swing around with webs if you're feeling classic, glide with web wings if you need to cover distance faster, or mix both depending on your mood. Then there are the tentacles that sprout out like Dr. Octopus arms, grabbing walls and enemies, letting you scale anything with ease. The animations feel fluid, and the variety means you can play around in the world however you want. For Spider-Man fans, this is probably one of the best versions I've seen in a Fisk pack. Now let's talk speed. Wally West is in here, and this guy makes the Flash look like he's standing still. I didn't know much about him before trying the suit, but oh man, the second you activate his powers, you realize just how crazy he is. Start with Flash Time. It slows everything around you while you zip around, giving that classic speedster vibe. Then hit the vibration ability, and your whole body shimmers like you're buzzing through dimensions. Combine that with phasing through walls, and it's both stylish and functional. Wally also gets a chest burst attack where he literally phases into mobs and one-taps them. Add in the arm vortex to blow enemies back, and you're already stacked with cool moves. But then there's the running. Oh boy. You tap the run key, lightning crackles around you, sound effects kick in, and suddenly you're zooming so fast that Minecraft's render distance can't even keep up. You can crank the speed all the way up to level 12, and at that point, you're basically uncontrollable. You'll be at the edge of your world before you even realize it. It's chaotic, it's hilarious, and it perfectly captures what Wally West is all about. Plus, he can throw lightning bolts and even perform a thunderclap move that blasts enemies apart. Honestly, no mob can stand up to this. If you want to feel like an unstoppable blur of energy, Wally West is your guy. Hey, quick pause. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to hit the subscribe button and help me get to 1,000 subs faster. Every sub really helps and keeps me motivated to make more awesome content for you. Next up is Dr. Fate, a hero who doesn't get as much spotlight as he deserves. The attention to detail here is amazing. When you take off his helmet, you actually hold it in your hand as a separate item. With the helmet off, you get a defensive stance that works like a shield. Put it back on, and his magical arsenal opens up. Eldritch blasts let you vaporize enemies. A force field wraps around you like a moving barrier, and you can float with it active, which feels really smooth. He's got telekinesis, clone summoning, and even a spell wheel where you can pick from multiple abilities at once. His cape flows in a way that's reminiscent of Doctor Strange, which just looks stylish while you're casting. On his second ability page, he adds teleportation, intangibility, and other magic-themed moves. Everything about Dr. Fate screams mystical powerhouse, and it's refreshing to see him here among the more mainstream heroes. Finally, let's wrap up with the big guy, Thanos. This version doesn't put him in the full battle armor. Instead, he's rocking a more casual look, but don't let that fool you. He's still taller, bulkier, and just as terrifying. The Infinity Gauntlet sits on his hand, ready to unleash absolute destruction. His abilities are wild. Power Torture is one of the creepiest moves, messing with enemies until they just collapse. He's got blasts, a shadow form that lets him fly, and my personal favorite, gravity manipulation. Punch a mob after activating it, and suddenly they're floating helplessly in zero gravity. What makes it cooler is that it doesn't just affect mobs. It changes gravity for you too, so you can bounce around with lower weight, making the whole world feel different. Combine that with the other stone powers, and you've got a character who can do just about anything. Thanos feels massive and menacing, exactly how you'd want him to. And that, my friends, is the updated hero pack for Fisk Superhero Mod. From the sheer raw energy of Sentry and his void transformation to the slick nanotech Spider-Man, the lightning-fast chaos of Wally West, the mystical might of Dr. Fate, and the world-bending power of Thanos. This pack is stacked with content that'll keep you entertained for hours. Every suit feels unique, every ability looks polished, and it all comes together to make Minecraft feel like a superhero sandbox. If you're into mods that let you live out your comic book fantasies, this one should be at the top of your list. I had a blast messing around with these characters today, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment down below telling me which hero you'd pick first, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I've got plenty more mod showcases and Minecraft adventures coming your way. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm MC Miner, and I'll see you all in the next video.